Hi guys, it's Nuala O'Connor here. You may have been watching some of my videos before. I'm the author of the book Tapping to Success and creator of a brand new tapping process called 2 Meridian Tapping. I'm also a wellness coach, a tapping coach, kinesiologist and lots of other things, energist for Bai. But right now today, I suppose I'm not bringing much of any of that to you other than I'd like to just breathe. For the last 2 weeks we've been doing some tapping online, 2 Meridian tapping, showing you how effective it is for reducing stress and calming stress hormones and bringing you to a state of calm, and that's where we need to be. But sometimes we don't just get to tap, we don't have the time for that. Sometimes we just need to take a little bit of space to breathe. And I tend to do that. I have different ways of doing it, but one of the ways I'd like to share with you right now, and that is we do it at the beginning of a tapping session and sometimes unbeknownst, but in of itself it is a technique, and that's where we do what I call solar plexus breathing. So you put your less dominant hand onto your solar plexus area, you put your dominant hand on top of that, and you literally just breathe. Now, I encourage people, it's very hard to do when I'm on the video, to close their mouth when they breathe. My mother used to always say in an argument, close your mouth and breathe through your nose, to get us to stop talking. It wasn't said as calmly as that, but and that's what we need to do, close our mouths, because when we breathe through our nose, we actually give off a gas called nitric acid, and nitric acid is actually effective in breaking down things like viruses, neutralizing them. So breathing through our nose is actually a good habit to have. It can be difficult to do though, because we've got very used to not breathing through our noses and we breathe through our mouths. But nasal breathing is very effective in helping us to basically stay healthy. So for this breathing now, just keep your hands on your solar plexus. That's all we're going to do, just breathe. I tend to always focus on a positive when I'm even just taking time to breathe. And even taking time to breathe is good to do. You've got kids at home, you're working from home, there's so much anxiety going on around the place. Just take a break from everything. Put your hands on your solar plexus and close your mouth and breathe. And just focus on being grateful. Even being grateful for the time you're taking right now to breathe. There's so much going on in your life. There are so many pulls on your time. But right now, you're just going to take time for you and you're going to breathe. And if there's anybody else in the house, maybe pull them in as well. Get them all to put their hands on their solar plexus, close their mouths, and think of something that they're grateful for, or something that makes them happy if they're small. And tell them to imagine that. I often tell children to go to their happy place. It could be a seaside, it could be playing in the garden, it could be their bedroom with toys. And breathe. And right now, I truly am grateful for life. I truly am grateful that I can take time to breathe. I truly am grateful for all the people who I love in my life, for my family, for my partner, for our dog, for all the safety we have in our house, for our beautiful house that we have. I truly am grateful. And as you breathe, you might become aware that your shoulders start to just relax a little bit. And you might even become aware of your breath going deeper under your hands, in around all those organs. This is just taking time, putting your hands on your solar plex area and breathing. And while you're breathing, focus on something that you're grateful for, or some event or some image that you have in your head that makes you happy. Because then you're retuning your breath and your whole vibration to that happy focus. And just breathe. And sometimes when you do take time to breathe, what you discover is the stress that's in your system. And that's okay. It's a stressful time right now. But right now, we're acknowledging that we can feel stress in our body, that there's stress in our world, and it's okay for us to take time to breathe. To be. So right now we're taking time, placing our hands on our solar plexus and taking time to breathe. Hi Tosh. It's really important that even in the middle of all of this, in the middle of our day, in the middle of whatever stress is going on in us, whatever thoughts are ruining our head, ruining our head, causing us stress, that we stop. Place your hands on your solar plexus, which is just here, the soft part under your diaphragm. Close your mouth and breathe through your nose. And as I always try to do, focus on something to be grateful for or something that makes you happy. Maybe somebody who was kind to you, maybe something you read on Facebook already today, maybe some good news that you heard somewhere. Find the something, whether it's there's been no rain in Ireland for nearly a week, maybe a week, whatever it is. The fact that you have time to sit here and just breathe. Relax your shoulders. Feel your hands resting on your solar plexus. Rest into your body. Close your mouth and breathe. Now I'm going to suggest that you maybe add a count to your breath. So I'm going to suggest that you breathe in for 7. Well, let's start with 5. Let's start with 5. The count of 5. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out to the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold the breath out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing back in again for 5. Count slowly in 5 in your head. Hold the breath in for 5. Let the breath go back out again for 5. And hold the breath out for 5. All the time with your mouth closed. This is a brilliant technique that you can do with the kids in your house, because everybody can count to 5 and you can be the person counting to 5 as they breathe in, hold it in, breathe out and hold it out. And what you're doing even in doing that, and it's only to 5, you're actually bringing your breath into a rhythm. You're slowing it down, and in doing so you're slowing your whole system down. And as you get into the rhythm of doing that, you might even find that you could do it for 7. You may even get up to 9. It doesn't matter. It's a constant in-out rhythm, but you're also the stopping parts, holding the breath in for 5 and letting the breath out for 5, and holding in those parts allows your body to work and balance the gases in your nose and your nasal cavity as you breathe. But don't pull the breath back in as you breathe it back in. Slowly take it back in again, counting for 5. So that's all we're doing today. We're placing our hands on our solar plexus, closing our mouth and breathing to the count of 5. So breathing in for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding the breath in now for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out slowly to a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding the breath out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing back into the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding the breath into the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding the breath out for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then breathing back in again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to stop counting now. I'm just going to use my fingers for those of you who are on. And if you join us during this, we're just breathing to the count of 5, placing our hands on our solar plexus area, just here below the diaphragm. You can just about see it. Taking a breath in, closing our mouth, and breathing in, holding it, breathing out, holding it to the count of 5. So here we go. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, holding it, breathing out, holding it out, breathing in, holding it in, breathing out, holding it out, breathing it in, holding it in, breathing it out, holding it out, breathing in, holding it in, breathing it out, holding it out, breathing it in, holding it in, breathing it out, holding it out, breathing it in. And you get the way of it. This is something you can continue yourself at any time. I sometimes add in then, instead of just saying breathing it in like I did for you, it could be breathing in love, breathing in peace, breathing in calm. And as you know, I'm very good on the word truly, so I would often say breathing in, I truly am calm, and breathe it in, I truly, and holding in, I truly am calm, and breathing out, I truly am calm. So my focus is still on a positive as I'm doing the breathing. It's important to stop and take a breath. It really is a good opportunity to have all your family stop and take a breath. It's a technique you can employ anytime, any place, anywhere. And hopefully when you check into yourself after you've done the breathing exercise of breathing into a count of 5, holding it for a count of 5, breathing out for a count of 5, holding it for a count of 5, and then breathing back in for a further count of, you just keep doing it all on 5s. The difference here is you're holding it in for 5 and you're holding the breath out for 5, and you're actually bringing a greater capacity, would you believe it, to your lungs at the same time. And you're allowing, because sometimes the advantage is in the holding in and the letting out and leaving it there. The breathing is only a small part of our breathing, but we lose the other techniques in the process. I hope you've enjoyed this. Share it and like it as normal. It's different to what I have been doing. I'm going to flick in and out. I am still going to do some tapping with you, maybe not every day. I'm going to do some other techniques with you as well. Happy breathing. And the challenge I offer you is to breathe every day. Of course, breathing is only one technique or one thing you can do to stay well, stay focused and stay positive. But it's an important one. And keep up the good work. Happy breathing, guys. Thanks for watching. Share. Bye.